Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. I know it's a long day. Everybody is very busy, so we're very, very grateful that you chose to spend your day with us today. Thank you, Abby, for the introduction. I really love working with the Space Coast TPO. I like working with Abby and Kim. We have a lot of fun and we do a lot of good work. I'm going to kick off our conversation today on safer road users. We've heard today that the first principle of Safe System is that death and serious injury are unacceptable. We've heard a lot of statistics today about the number of people who are killed on our roadways, and a lot of them are people who are walking and biking. The public service announcement in Melissa's presentation is very powerful. I cannot imagine having to choose any number of people and say that that is acceptable, that they die in a traffic crash. Think about the airline industry. If we had jumbo jets falling out of the sky at the rate that we have traffic fatalities, I think the country might be a little more riled up. And they were riled up. When we had a lot more airline fatalities and crashes, they came up with the Swiss cheese model that the Safe System approach uses. Let's take a moment to consider some of the terms that we've heard today or that you might use in your work. Safer road user, vulnerable road user, motorist, bicyclist, pedestrian, transit rider, mobility impaired. What do all of these terms have in common? They're all people, mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, and sons and daughters. Now let me throw a few more terms at you. Mayor, city manager, planner, engineer, commissioner, designer, law enforcement officer, citizen, director, BPAC member, bicycle and pedestrian coordinator. We are all people too. Implementing a safe system approach is our shared responsibility. There's no one policy or agency or organization or advocacy group or person who's going to solve this problem alone. We have to work together. We have to break down more silos. We already do so much good work. Let's expand that good work and let's become more willing to do things that we haven't done before. We talked a little bit today about culture change and how that culture change is needed. A culture of safety means that we share values, actions, and behaviors that demonstrate our commitment to safety over competing goals and demands. So I just want you to let that statement, I'm talking with my hands a lot, let that statement sink in, okay? I'm going to say it again. A culture of safety means that we share values, actions, and behaviors that demonstrate our commitment to safety over competing goals and demands. As you leave here today, I hope that you'll consider how that applies in your life and in your work. Safety has always been a priority for the Florida Department of Transportation, and we've been encouraging and expanding our culture of safety through our Vital Few initiative and through our commitment to Target Zero. I just realized that the slide was on my face. Okay. We're also responsible as public employees to expand and encourage the public safety culture. Some of the tools that we use to do this are public engagement, marketing, and outreach. Public engagement usually happens at the beginning of a project, in the planning or the design phase. We work together with your community to build relationships and to build a shared vision for your roadway projects. When we're marketing, what we're doing is communicating to a targeted audience to change their behavior. A couple of examples of that are with our Alert Today Florida program. This program focuses specifically on the safety of people who walk and bike. And in counties where there are a lot of pedestrian and bicycle crashes, we have the ability to deliver targeted messages to them. So if you live in an area or work in an area or drive through an area more than 10 times that has a lot of pedestrian and bicycle crashes, then I hope that you will see our PSAs on the gas station TV,
on your smartphone, on your computer, on your TV, on the radio. I hope you'll see a billboard. We're really trying to do a lot to reach folks. We're also working on social marketing, which is different from social media, and Abby's going to talk to us quite a bit about that in depth here in a few minutes. But social marketing is more around human factors research, and we have been doing some of that research at our central office level, and they've actually developed an entire toolkit that you could use to start that same kind of initiative in your agency, and all of that material is completely free to help you launch that. So when we start to talk about outreach, which if anyone who knows me knows that this is my absolute favorite part of my job, and outreach is defined as effort by individuals and organizations to reach people and give them information to help them make safer decisions. So we conduct education and outreach through events, sharing of public service announcements, we give out tip cards, we have comic books, we give away 150,000 bicycle helmets a year statewide. Alert Today Florida provides so much education material that's free, it's easy to use. Effective and real outreach, it takes boots on the ground, consistency, and perseverance. And we can always do more and share more and build more relationships. And thinking about some of those relationships, I have on my slide here a bunch of pictures that have happened mostly here in Brevard County. Kim and I, conducting outreach at Christmas parades. We've had outreach on the beach side, and we have a lot of great partners to help us with this. So if your agency logo isn't up here, or we haven't met yet, or we haven't done an outreach event together yet, please talk to me after the symposium or send me an email. We want to work with you. We want to provide materials to help you have effective outreach, help us all have more effective outreach. To have safer road users, we have to encourage safer, responsible behavior so that everybody who travels on our roads can get home to their family. We're all aware that human behavior contributes to crashes, and that's represented in the second principle of a safe system, that humans make mistakes. But our mistakes should not equal death, and they should not equal an injury so incapacitating that it would ruin my life and the life of my family. So I think I'm going to turn it over to Kim, and she's going to talk to you a little bit more about education.